Welcome to episode 14 of our quest to fill this Jefferson Nickel album using circulated rolls of coins from the bank. We have boxes 21 and 22 in stored, and we only need these 5 nickels to complete this album. Stay tuned. Hey collectors, thanks for watching. I'm the collector of coins. And that's right, as I said in the intro, we just need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more nickels to complete this album. And this album is dated 1938 to 1961. The nickels that we need, if you've been watching this series, are the key date nickels, and they're hard to find. But we did have some success in our last episode, episode 13, from box 19, we found one that we needed. So hopefully today in boxes 21 or in box 22 that we're able to find another coin we need for this album. We have my coin while hunting mat. A link below if you're interested in this mat. It has all the different denominations and what to look for in terms of the key date, semi-key date, and varieties. Along this journey, we found some really cool varieties. How many more boxes will it take to fill up this album? Well, that's what we're trying to answer in this series. So, if you have not yet subscribed, I'm hoping that you would consider subscribing to my channel so that you don't miss a single episode in this series or some of the other content that I post. Take a look at my store. I do have some cool shirts that you might be interested in if you are a coin collector. And with that said, we're going to get underway. Let me open up this box, and I'll bring you in to take a look at the enders. Last hunt, I believe, maybe it was the hunt before that, we found a Buffalo Nickel ender. So you never know what we're going to find. All right, hang in there. I'll bring you right back. And here we go. We're looking at box 21. Don't see anything jumping out at me from the ends, so we're just going to get started. I'll bring you in to see anything that's cool, and particularly if we find anything in the 40s or earlier, unless we find that key date 1950 Denver. We have our second find of this box. This comes out of roll 15, 1940 Philadelphia. Roll 17 gives us our third find of the hunt, a pretty scruffy 1941 from Philadelphia. Roll 23 gives us our fourth find, a 1942 out of Philadelphia. Not the silver one, but our fourth one. Roll 24 gives us our fifth find of the hunt, 1948, and this one minted in Philadelphia. Hey collectors, we just finished going through roll 29. As you can see, there's a Canadian nickel. I checked the album. I don't need the 1993, but also within that roll was a Silver War nickel, 1944 from Denver. This one's in pretty good shape. Worn from circulation for sure, but still quite nice to look at. All right, first silver find of this hunt. And because we found silver, we could put this plastic nickel in our silver jar to represent that additional find from this year. Roll 39 brings us a 1946 from Philadelphia. Roll 46 of this first box gives us another find, 1949, minted in Philadelphia. All right, collectors, we have finished going through box 21 of this series, our first box of this video, and we have some modest finds, 8 specifically, although the highlight of that box is this silver nickel. Everything else ready for general circulation, so we'll be putting these back into circulation, and we'll be holding on to that silver nickel. And in the meantime, we'll get ready to move on to box 22, and let's see if that box has any finds that we're looking for, like these Buffalo nickels, or maybe even more. Let's get that into focus now. There we go. Another silver nickel we can hope for. Keep watching. The hunt is just heating up. Hey collectors, we're into roll 4, the second box, and we have found a 1939. Now we need the 1939 DRS, and alas, it is neither, but we can check to see if this is the double die. Hang on. Okay, so we are not seeing signs of the double die reverse. So we'll take a look to see if we can find any signs of the double die obverse. And I'm not seeing any doubling on any of the lettering on the devices here. So we just have a regular 1939. Still a cool find. Further, A collectors, roll 6 of the second box gives us 2 finds. 1940 from Philadelphia and a 1947 minted in Denver. A collectors, we're going through roll 8 of the second box, and we found an S mint mark. 1947 from San Francisco. Not a semi-key date or a key date, but a cool San Francisco minted find anyway. A collectors, I just opened up roll 12. Didn't quite catch my eye when it was wrapped, but this has some frosty appearance, so I think it might be a proof coin. Yep, I believe this is. Yep, 1988 from San Francisco. And this year, San Francisco only minted proof nickels. Well, they minted other proof coins too, but since we're looking at nickels, this is a proof nickel. Wow. All right, some fingerprints on it. Let me use some MS-70 to get off those fingerprints so that we can restore that back to what a proof coin should look like. Let me go do that. I'll bring you in so you can see the after, and then we'll move on. Cool find. And there's the after. MS-70 used to remove the fingerprints. It's the only solution I will use on a coin, and I tend to use them on circulated proofs to help restore some of the original luster of a proof coin, since proofs are not supposed to be in circulation anyway. All right, let's get this in a flip. I don't like handling these once they're cleaned up, and then we'll move on to the next roll. Another find. This comes out of roll 14. It's minted in 1940 in San Francisco. Wow, another San Francisco minted nickel. Pretty cool. Roll 18 of the second box brings us another find. 1940, Philadelphia. This coin comes out of roll 19 from this second box. Pretty nice looking 1947, minted in Philadelphia. Roll 21 gives us our next find, 1940 from Philadelphia. Hey collectors, I started going through roll 28 of the second box, and I noticed this. That's right. We have a buffalo nickel. The reverse is in terrible shape, and the obverse is as well. We don't see a date, but we found another buffalo nickel. So we're on a streak of finding dateless buffalo nickels now. We'll save them up and do a nick-a-date video at some point, but we'll pull this aside, and that's a pretty cool find. Hey collectors, we just opened up roll 32 in the second box. Look at what we got hiding over here. Another buffalo nickel. Ooh, cannot see a mint mark. And cannot find a date. So our fourth dateless buffalo nickel in the last few hunts. 2 in this box. I'll take it anyway. Hey collectors, roll 34 gives us a real scruffy silver nickel. Looks like Philadelphia mint. Ugh, looks like 1943. I don't know what's on this. I'm going to try to clean this up a little bit. I'm going to use some isopropyl alcohol to see if that can get rid of whatever is on top. But we'll do that at the end, and we're going to keep searching. But hey, another silver nickel, despite being in really rough shape. Hey collectors, further in that roll, looks like we have a San Francisco minted nickel. We're going to take a look underneath the microscope. But in the meantime, this is 1941. All right, let's take a look at the microscope to see if that's a D or an S. And it is definitely an S, San Francisco. All right, collectors, 2 more finds come out of roll 35. Both are minted in 1941, but at separate mints. This one is minted in Denver, And this one, minted in San Francisco. Roll 38 gives us a bit of a heartbreaker here. This is minted in 1939. Second year Jefferson, but look at that damage. Okay, it is not one of the coins that we need, not Denver or San Francisco minted key dates, but that's a crime. It's very sad. Hey, collectors, we got roll 39 opened up right there. Third Buffalo of the hunt of this box, too, and another one without a date. Wow. Getting some really circulated Buffaloes, but they are still really cool to find in circulation. We have another find. This comes out of roll 45, minted in 1941, and also from the San Francisco Mint. We're finding a lot of San Francisco minted coins in this box. That's pretty cool. We're into box 2, roll 47, and we got another silver nickel poking out. Let's get that in focus. There we go. Philadelphia minted, 1943. As expected, but let's see if we can find the 3/2 variety. And unfortunately, it does not look like we have that variety. All right, we've gone through the 50 rolls in the second box, and here's the wrap-up and the highlights. 3 no-dated Buffalo nickels, 2 Silver War nickels, a proof nickel, and a total of 14 finds from the 30s and 40s. Nothing for the album, unfortunately, so we still need these 5. To top off the hunt, we also had, for the first box, another Silver Wartime nickel. So 2 boxes, 3 Silver War nickels, 3 undated Buffaloes, and a proof. Well, collectors, thanks for watching. It's unfortunate that we didn't find any for the album, but we have more to go, so there'll be more boxes to search. And so with that, I'd like to say thanks for watching and happy collecting. Hey, we almost forgot. We had 2 more silver nickels, so we could put 2 more plastic nickels to represent the finds in our 2023 silver jar.